I heard him say, "I'm not gonna pay for this shitty work."
Memphis, what is your scariest tattoo moment?
I was tattooing a good client of mine, I thought at the time. We were about to wrap up his tattoo, and I heard him say, "I'm not gonna pay for this shitty work." And I looked up at him and I said, "Excuse me, motherfucker?" At that moment, I thought I was going to have to fight my client. He turned his head and showed me that he had his earpiece in and that he was on the phone. And I felt really bad and put my gloves back on and continued tattooing him.
Aaliyah, what is your scariest tattoo moment?
I was tattooing a guy and he kept complimenting my eyes over and over again to the point where it was like a broken record, like on repeat. I was just working and I was just like, thank you, just thanks, whatever. He comes back another time to schedule another appointment and he brought me this photo. He said, I want to get eyes tattooed, and he pulls out a picture of my eyes. Like, I don't know how he got it, but it was literally my eyeball. And he was like, it'd just be so cool, like the colors and everything. And yeah, I didn't do it.
Donnie, what is your scariest tattoo moment?
The year was 1998. We were in a street shop that was a little rough at times. I got to know a client that started coming in. I was tattooing him one day, and out of the blue, he says, "Did you hear about the shooting that happened over the weekend?" I was like, "Yeah." Where the guy got unalived. He's like, "Yeah, I was there." And he went on to say, "The police are trying to pin it on me, but they ain't got nothing on me." It was at that moment that I realized I was tattooing a murderer. I'm starting to sweat. This is starting to look pretty suspicious. This man is saying a lot more than maybe he should be telling me. Turns out they did have something on him, and he's about 20 years into this prison sentence right now. He may or may not be up for parole, and if I see him again, I can update you on the story.
Allie, what is your scariest tattoo moment?
One time I had this client, so every time I'd go to the bathroom or go to another room and come back, they would just be hiding in a different spot of my station, and they would just come up behind me and just kind of stare at me and sniff me, and they just really didn't say much other than just random stares. And one of the times they were just under my bed, this bed right here, and they were just under there and I couldn't find them, and then they just poked their head out and they just stared at me.